rather essential for us to realize that we have some not too healthy people within our community, people that suffer from various levels of mental health, as well as individuals that are suffering from, disease of sexual promiscuity and sexual immorality and degeneracy and indecency. All right. I just had a conversation with, well, not necessarily a conversation, not just right now, but about the recent interview that the gentleman Tariq Noel, who's out in New York, had about Malachi Z. York, Dr. York. Now, I wasn't there, first and foremost, but I want all of those that are well-meaning, that are healthy, that are not cloned, to watch this interview that he did on Sinetta TV. And I'll post the link for those that are sincere, but it just made me think about the whole Jim Jones and how painful it is that people who come out of prisons and individuals who grew up in an urban environment that were sexually abused are still suffering from many different types of mind control, and we have these cult leaders within our community that still manipulate our community, and they bully themselves into various positions. Now, intellectually, if an individual is healthy, whole, and holistic, and they're showing our people the right way, showing individuals in our community how to live a healthy, cleaned up life, and I'm all for that. But it's unfortunate that many of those who claim that they are actually helping or attempting to heal individuals within our community, these individuals suffer still. They haven't gone through a process of transformation, of healing, of becoming into a complete spirit. So, and of course, many people who are part of the hip-hop community, they know what's going on with the Africa Bambatta pace. And what's interesting, as I saw a few weeks ago, that the son of Dr. Malachi York took a picture with Africa Bambatta, and then he attempted to appear to not know anything that's going on with that particular case. So I'm just like, man, this is deep. How people do not develop any independence, any consciousness and morality, moral bearing, because of the pain of who these perpetrators, molesters are. Just like the whole R. Kelly scenario, you have people still playing the pedophiles' music. And I'm just really concerned. And most importantly, I'm just wondering why some of these other leaders that are out here talking about pedophilia and homosexuality, they have not done an exhaustive, resource-rich overview analysis of Dr. York. I'm speaking mostly, for instance, about Dr. Umar Johnson and Irritated Genie, who, for the most part, have made it their conversational piece to speak on these issues. Several others certainly have addressed them, but I'm just wondering, like, out of all the issues that individuals have not necessarily discussed for generations, or shall I say decades, and now someone like Sinetta has not necessarily, I'm trying to, saying someone like him, but, Sinetta has to be the one to interview this gentlemen, when you are both claiming that you talk about this is what you the expert on, the expert on, huh? But you got people still running around within our community that are still under the influence of this. You still got people out here propagating that they are followers and students of this pervert, York and Bambatta. So I'm just like, what's going on? I mean, I thought you supposed to know what's going on. I thought you're supposed to be the experts. You studied this. But hell, you ain't studied it within the own Pan-African Kemetic Hotep community, because it's a lot of Hotepers walking around, still under the influence, the mind zombie influence of Dr. York. I mean, this guy, you got Tariq Noel. Google him, y'all. He just did an interview, and he's been on Chuck Morgan's show several times, and probably some of these so-called leaders, they don't even know these people. Like, really? But, York has tens of thousands of, Kemetic Hotepers, whatever they refer to themselves as, people. And you claiming you know more about what's going on in the pedophile, LGBT or whatever, they got all kind of sexual behaviors now, so I don't even know what the next one is, what the next type of sexual behavior that's going to be coming up, or is what's coming up. But I'm just curious as to why other individuals and people like my brother Mukasa and I have said things about this, and I'm just even groups like the NOI, and I don't mean to necessarily call people names or like I'm trying to start fights between groups, but I'm just like, look, this is unacceptable behavior, and you got women on there talking about, I still follow him, and I'm like, look, this brother's not lying. This brother is not lying. He can't make up stories 15 years later and just go through and talk like that and go through different dynamics. He said his father was actually kind of part of it, and these people taking people's wives. And why am I concerned about this? Because I was almost in a cult, right? One of these cultural cults. And when I young and impressionable and believing that, these people are trying to become African, and and I recognize that these personalities, these mind control groups that control people's money and manipulate these black women to get money from them. And I found that years ago. With some of these Hotep women out here. They gravitate towards any little group, that they can, find some man to be their leader, right? So that's what we have, for instance right now. And many of these leaders who have no sexual controls, they will sleep with as many of them as they can. How you as a man gonna allow for another man to sleep with your wife? See, these black men, they don't have no skills. They don't have no abilities. So they come to these communities, and next thing you know, they give all of their resources, all of their money to the leader, to the king, and to the king and the queen mother, the first wife or anything. And then they just pimp these people. They live like kings and you live like a pauper. Well, the success scholar, I never wanted to be a second or third class or fourth class slave, while some people live high and mighty. Just like some years ago, I saw in DC at Howard University, these Negroes were out their mind. They were carrying someone over top of their head. I'm like, man, you Negroes are pathetic. You know, ain't no way in hell the success scholar, the honorable one, the Safo, will be carrying another man over top of his damn head. Like, see people, you know, you see that's why many of these people don't want me around, right? Because, you know, I got a little swag, I got a little something going on, I got some knowledge, I got some depth and width, some integrity, some morality, some standards, as well as some cash flow. See, I'm not dependent. I'm not a bum-ass dependent Negro groupie jock rider. They gotta show up to these different little groupie lecture sessions and group meetings and rah-rah sessions. So you have these people, and then there's this one in Baltimore that's on the radio, always angry, loud, and, you know, get these little, targeting the most ignorant of us, you know, so you can bully them with a little bit of knowledge, right? Bully them on these little ignorant radio stations and get one or two little groupie followers, So that's what you have here today, you know, and but I felt the need to address this, you know, the Bambatta thing, and shout out to Poppy for always, you know, coming strong with it. And I was the one who actually got Ron Savage on the Carl Nelson show, you know, when this thing was popping off. So I'm saying, you know, there's these different cult groups that you got to be aware of, and these black men who are following behind these Afrocentric cult leaders, you know, they should be ashamed of themselves. You know, you 40, 50 years old, you following behind another man. You're a damn boy. You're a damn boy. You ain't nothing but another form of slavery. Have some standards, have some integrity. Yeah, you might learn a thing or two from somebody, but, you know, you got to be independent. You got to do for your own family. You can't be, oh yeah, we're going to contribute to this cause. Contribute to your damn retirement. Contribute to your, you know, buy some books and read to your children. That's right. Stop being a cult follower. Stop giving all your labor, all of your time to ungrateful people. You know, ungrateful, unappreciative people. Your time is valuable, right? Your mind is valuable. You can read. You can study. You can become, you know, great or greater than many of these people that want to put you in a mental box and talk down upon you. How many of them, you know, preach down on you, just like the preachers, you know, just like the preachers have done. So that's all I have. The phone is dying, ready to be out, making some moves today. The Success Scholar on another level, had some dope interviews the past couple weeks. I do a radio show each and every Monday on eLife Media, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned in, holler at the Success Scholar. You know, I'm being conscious and courageous for you. You know, I'm bringing knowledge, none of these, and saying things and teaching things that none of these individuals are willing to have the moral compass, the moral integrity to say. So again, stay connected, holler at the Success Scholar. I'm on another level. I'm going to another level. You know, for those that want to ride with the Success Scholar, you riding with a real winner and a real champion. That's right. We going to another level. There's no stopping. All right. Peace out.